one. Thank you. We have a mystery member with us today that you don't see, but Rhonda's back there with us. Feel the love and send love to Rhonda as well. She's still here. And here's the sage for the week. Just let everything go that's ready to go and loosen up whatever needs to be loosened. Oh my God, we're going to have such a fun time today, but I want to explain something. I've got to meet Marla in person. Yeah, I want to tell these things. So I want to tell you what, you know how we look up crystals to see what their meaning is, or oh, I just saw a raven, what does it mean? Okay, here's Marla medicine. Okay, number one, oh Marla, you have such a perpetual new beginnings, which with that comes this optimism, hope, belief, confidence, all these kind of things. And as a mirror, you help me actually see where I'm not aligned with what I want to be because I only forgot. I forgot I was doing this. And it's like, boom. So you're a reminder. And it's like, oh yeah, that's exactly what I've been trying to do. And there's Marla modeling it for me and showing me and living it. You know, you even hum when you're walking around. I mean, you're such a great medicine. And thank you for being that mirror. And welcome back to Spirit Sessions. It's been a little while.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here again. I love the energy of all of you. And I know even though not everybody's on camera with us today, like I still feel Bex and Rhonda and
Yes.
you all are high vibing too. And I love you're my peeps, you're my soul tribe, you're my, my soul family. So yeah, any chance I get to come and hang with you, absolutely.
I love it. I love it. So another thing I've observed in you a while back, and I'm not going to divulge a lot because I didn't really ask, but I've watched you as you've started this transformation with gratitude. There's having gratitude, and then there's living in gratitude. And I've watched you and saw that it built this energy around you. And it got bigger and bigger, and this energy is like, you can almost feel a resistance in it, like it resists any of the negativity and things and puts it out. But more than that, there's a radiant beauty to it that's attracting in more and more. And it makes such a beautiful swirl of colors. I don't even know how to describe it. Tell us about you and your history. Why did you come to, the gratitude? And
my gratitude. So I would say like it really started around the time when I was given the diagnosis of Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which was my daughter was about 18 months old at the time. And, I just wasn't quite sure why. I still felt like I was, freshly postpartum. Like, why am I always tired? Why is my hair falling out? Why am I cold? Like, why all this, I had all these questions, and so they merrily gave me this little diagnosis and see you in a year. Yes, you feel like crap for, it forever essentially. And that's just what you have to do. And I was like,
wow,
no, how about no? Not taking that. That's not my reality. I'm not choosing that, I'm like, no. So that really catapulted me on this massive spiritual awakening ultimately, of finding the connection between physical body and physical symptoms and emotional issues, traumas,
right.
All of that, and spirituality, and finding how that all is starting to blend, and how it's really it just all works together. And so once I stopped separating, my physical body from my emotional body, from my spiritual body, and realized that they're all together and working with all of them together, I started discovering all these new modalities. So they were new to me in this lifetime. And one of the books that I was reading was Think and Grow Rich by Pam Grout. And I love her books. Like, she has so many amazing exercises of, working with energy, working with gratitude. And in this particular book, it was about, gratitude, the energy of gratitude and manifestation and changing your life. And so I saw this one exercise or experiment. She likes to call them experiments. And it was about every day for 30 days to write down 3 things that you're grateful for. And try not to, reuse the same ones over and over in those 30 days, like really go deep with it and see, things that you're taking for granted, even something as simple as running water, or
Yes.
indoor toilets or what have you, like, something as simple as that, our eyesight, being able to walk, like these things that we just, expect to happen when we wake up in the morning and, let's go. And then, when it doesn't, then you're like, oh crap. Then you all of a sudden realize, hey, this is something that's big and it's important. And it's important to be grateful for. So that one really resonated with me. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. So I was like thinking about it. And I'm like, but if I don't have accountability, like, am I really going to stick with it? Is this
Yeah.
stick? And so then that's when I created the messenger group.
Yeah.
And just invited a bunch of you guys, a bunch of my friends, just as like, come hold space for me. Come help keep me accountable. You're welcome to jump in and join in this gratitude rampage if you want. But, there was no like stipulation that you had to participate, but I needed the accountability. And that was like 5 years ago. And it's still going strong, and so that's when I started to
It's a family of its own, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. It's a beautiful community. And I love that, there's no pressure. I've missed a day here and there, but overall, like, just knowing that I have y'all there, you're not going to judge me on the days that I miss, but also it's just a gentle reminder to me that to stay consistent, to
Awesome.
show up for gratitude every day and to not take these things for granted, and also to try and impart this to Savannah, my daughter. Like, she, she doesn't sit down and write the list, but we've kind of switched it up. So at night before we fall asleep, I ask her what made her happy in her day. And that brings in the gratitude and reflecting on, what brought joy. And then that's just, it's such a beautiful way to fall asleep, honestly. And it's also that. Like, such your energetic tone for waking up in the morning too. Like, very rarely are we waking up grumpy. Well, as long as we're, doing all that. Granted, we do have some grumpy mornings, but for the most part,
I've listened to Greg Braden, and he talks about one of the things he does every single night, and it's getting that heart-mind connection going for, just a little while, 3 minutes or whatever it is. But look at you two, the way you're playing off each other, because you're both talking about it and building it. And I love what you do. That's a great idea.
Isn't it fun? And it's like, it's true that we're, more than one person, 2 or more people are putting energy, intention and focus on something that amplifies the energy of that. Right. And so like, just both her and I focusing on that just helps to amplify that and raise the vibration, So I was recently shown how, I don't know if you saw the scale of emotions and where they vibrate at, but, love is something that everybody, unconditional love is a high vibration, but gratitude's a little bit higher than love even. It's a little bit higher,
When you feel hard enough into love, not hard enough, when you feel deep enough or whatever, when you really go through it, what it really is, it bursts into gratitude. I follow it all the way through and boom.
Yeah.
And so you see that gratitude is a higher vibration of love.
Yeah, it is so incredible just witnessing it. Like, I've got to see, firsthand. It really has shifted my life. I mean, I look at my life now and I look at where I was when I started the practice. It's a complete 180. Like, I'm not the same, not even the same person, not even close,
Isn't that true?
Granted, yeah, my heart, the essence stays the same, but, I've just shifted and changed so much. And I really do accredit it to my gratitude practice. It's something that it seems cliche, and people often, just, oh yeah, I'm grateful, or I think of things and whatever, but actually sitting down and writing them or typing them out, it does something. It does something in your brain, and it changes. It changes you. And so, I get to be in a much healthier space physically. Like the Hashimoto's does not control me anymore. Like I'm no longer,
Wow.
I'm no longer the mom that can't get off the couch, could barely get off the couch to care for her child. Like I can
Wow.
go and do fun things, and like, yeah, some days
Wow.
I'm tired, but also just honoring my body cycles. It's really like, you don't have to. I'm choosing to not get caught up in the rat race and the go and having to do all the things, and just realizing that, maybe some of that was contributing to the extreme fatigue also back then, and also to
Wow.
my body just saying like, okay, stop, like just stop. You need to honor the cycle and the rhythms, and just, not push for all this external stuff. And, I recently, no, I don't know, recently, over the past couple of years, found out about human design, and then I'm a projector, and projectors, we really need our rest, and that's where we're most productive, is when we can rest and be still and not have to be go. And it's that's been a little bit of a journey for me also, to embrace that part of me, that uniqueness, and that I don't have to be, constantly going and doing, and to be grateful for that too, grateful for the rest and just being. It's incredible.
And so when we're doing the gratitude and how it sets things up, and you've gone through a lot of tough times, so I see that you've gone through your healing with it, and transformed your life. You've also gone through all kinds of things and transformed your life. So it's not just that you're rainbows and things like that. No, you've been through it, and you've clung to this practice, and it has been a beacon that pulled you through. When who knew? It's so simple, but look at the power that it has, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it's been, a constant for me with a very tumultuous marriage, abusive marriage, really. And that ending, and divorce and bankruptcy, and, selling, going from one job where I had been for 15 years to starting a new job, to moving from New York to Tennessee. It's like there's been a lot of really big life changes, really, really big shifts. And the one thing for sure that's been the constant is the gratitude practice. And, through it all, I've been able to find gratitude in these traumatic life events. I've been able to find the gratitude and be able to stop and look at my part in the marriage. Like, obviously I chose him as a partner, karmic relationship. There was lessons for me to learn. He was a catalyst for my growth. So I was able to be grateful for that. I'm grateful that all that transpired, because I wouldn't be who I am right now if that hadn't happened.
Yes.
I wouldn't have had these changes and this growth, and see that I didn't love myself. Like that was such a huge thing, that I didn't have that self-love and that self, just preservation, really. Like I was always trying to people please, and trying to be something or someone else for what I thought other people wanted. And so to be able to step back from that and see, one of the things that I needed to shift was, in self-love also. So coming back to that and finding out who Marla is, like, who am I? Because I got lost in all that. And so finding out that, I'm still here, and, underneath all of this stuff, all these life events, coming back to me and coming back to myself. And I have so much gratitude for that, because that's invaluable. That's really invaluable. So it's like, being able to just look at all that, and really, truly, even with the bankruptcy, like being able to be grateful for that, because it really helped me connect more with my money story, with the stories that I've been taught or society has taught me or that I've chosen to believe for all of these years, and being able to reevaluate that and being able to come back to the truth that money is just energy. Money is energy. There's, I have beautiful crystals over here beside me. They're energy. My fig plant over here, energy. Like it's just energy. We assign this value to it, and tell ourselves that it's hard to get, and it's not. It's just energy. Just to be able to be grateful for that experience too, and just shifting so much around that, and coming back to the truth that nothing outside of me is my source and supply. That was like a huge truth for me to learn, is that, for so long I was looking to, my job or things outside of myself to be my source and supply. And it's not true. There's a divine source within me that supplies all my needs. And, the gratitude I have for realizing that truth is just immeasurable. Like you can't put value on it. It's awesome. And so it's like, yeah, you can find things to be grateful for in traumatic events. You absolutely can, but also just to honor the actual process when it's happening, like, don't be like, oh, I got to stuff my feelings of sadness or grief or whatever, to be focused on gratitude. No, feel your feelings, feel your feelings. Absolutely. Let yourself, you're human. Let yourself grieve. Let yourself process, absolutely process all this stuff, and then come back to gratitude, because it's, I just, I feel like I can't say enough about it. It's just so
I know.
Magical.
And so it really brings us, you brought out so many lessons, within it. Just this gratitude journey can help us through or take us to, because of what it sets up. And so what about this vortex of receiving that's set up there? Can you speak on that a little?
Absolutely. Because if you stop and think about it, like if you're not grateful for what you already have and what you already are receiving in your life, how can you be an energetic match to call in more and to manifest more, right? You can't, because energy, like attracts like. And if you're in a space where you're just not grateful for it, or you might say, oh, but I'm grateful. Even if I don't say it, I'm grateful. The universe is listening, it's important to say it. It's important to, to take the steps to honor that and to really sink into gratitude. It's really important, because then you do absolutely open yourself up for amazing, being this amazing magnet for manifesting what your heart truly desires, because you think about it, if you compare it to like a child, they're never saying thank you for stuff. Do you really want to give them stuff? If they're just kind of like, feeling entitled and not grateful, and like they're not attracting more gifts. They're not attracting more, more into their life. And then they're just, can be miserable about it. But then like when you can shift, all of us have that inner child within us too, right? And to be able to shift into that space of gratitude and being just, oh, thank you for these gifts, and I look around and like my life, I keep receiving so much amazingness and abundance into my life because of gratitude, because of being in that state. I firmly believe that, like, there's no doubt in my mind that if I hadn't been in a space of gratitude and shifted so much and done so much work, that I wouldn't be in this space where I am right now, with receiving so much abundance and so many, and abundance is not just financial, right? It's there's so much abundance around us, so
for sure.
from,
Friends,
cozy sweaters to, to nutritious food to, you know, time. Like it's been awesome for me to be able to continually manifest conscious relationships and to be able to expand, you know, like now I get to go hang out with you, you know, like I can go hang out with you and expand there and receive, you know, so much from you. And so it's like, it's incredible. It's really incredible to be able to be in that space and just realize, you know, where it's all coming from and the power we have in manifesting our reality and in calling in these things to receive. Don't forget that. Don't forget that you are powerful. You're a powerful manifester. You get to choose, you know, and every day that I choose gratitude opens me up. And so, you know, everybody gets to choose. We really do. We really get to choose. We're all making a choice. And sometimes we feel like we're not, like, oh, we have to. But do you really have to? But do you really, you know, like just stop and look at it. Do you really, like, you know, usually there's another option also. It may not be, you know, something that you think is or have been told is the best outcome, but there's always another option. You know, you can always choose and always come back to gratitude and always come back to the stillness and just be present. And, you know, one thing that I've found super powerful that I also love to do, I call it a gratitude rampage. You know, if I'm feeling a little bit, a little off or what have you, just start. Like I like to start from my front door. So just start at my front door, pardon me, and I just walk room to room. And everything that I see, that I lay eyes on, I give thanks for. And everything.
Really,
and
yeah,
it
walls.
just,
You know,
it
they're
shifts things so fast. Like I always finish it like just feeling high. Like, and I've never been high from drugs before. Like, so I don't really actually know what that feels like, but that's what I just like energetically feel so high. Like I'm flying high. Like I've just gone through my space and just given thanks for everything in it. And I always just feel like, oh, okay, now I'm ready to go outside. Let's go outside and do this, you know, because it's just there's everywhere you go, you know, and it's just, it's incredible to be able to even look, you know, I can look outside right now at the trees and they've lost their leaves, but just to see the beauty of their branches and I just feel so much gratitude. Like, you know, even seeing how, okay, now they really look like lungs, you know, like the alveoli in our lungs, because they are our lungs outside, you know. And so I'm like, wow, just, you know, just having gratitude for
Does it open you up to communication with the trees and the nature animals you see?
Yeah, definitely. It definitely does. Because again, like attracts like, you know, when you are open and in that space, they can more easily give messages to you. You know, I definitely feel like I can receive a lot more from nature, from being in that space of gratitude. 100%. Yeah.
I totally love that. That's amazing. Okay, well, in a few minutes, Marla's going to do something really special for us. But I want to ask the questions first, and get the 3 questions out of the way, and
yes.
then, well, there's two things I want you to do. Before we ask the questions, what I really want to know is what are the services you're offering right now to people who want to get a hold of you?
So right now I have sessions for the Akashic Records and for Shamanic Reiki, and I'm also doing kind of a conglomerate of sorts, Soul Purpose Alchemy, Soul Purpose Alchemy program, which is a 3-month container that I'm offering. And if people want to just have like a taste of what that could look like, I do have I can do a 1 session just to like dip our toes into it and see if it would be a good fit. I also have Tantric Malas, my Tantric Malas that I create.
Yeah, see?
Yes. I love them so much. They're such a high vibe and it's just incredible. I love doing it. Love creating them.
I love the
So
energy
that,
of mind that, because
right?
it like, first of all, it has a calming and centering to it. I mean, I can't remember what the stones were, so I have to go based on what I'm feeling. And I'm feeling a calming and centering, and a feeling that it's okay to speak the things that are coming up for me. Because a lot of times I'm like, oh, but it's like, say it. Just, it's okay. Just say it in love. And
Yeah.
so thank
Yeah,
you.
it was, that one was around, I remember speaking your truth and being in your power, and the calming energy also. So yes, you're
Oh,
feeling
wow.
exactly what they were.
Oh, that's so powerful what you put together. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's fun. And I also recently got trained in and purchased a quantum infinity healing app. So I can do clearings on the quantum level.
Oh,
Um,
neat.
so that's been a lot of fun. Like I've been having fun doing that for Savannah and I, and even our pets, and
So
I've
what's
done some
that
for some
like?
clients too.
It,
So it's pretty cool. Like I enter the person's name and date of birth, and if possible, a picture, and then it scans your energy field, and it
oh,
goes through
wow.
past, present, future. So it comes, all these things can come up, something might come up like around digestion, and you might be like, well, I'm not having any issues with digestion right now. But it could be something that, was still hanging out in your energy field from past, or something
Right.
present. Because we all, we know time is just an illusion, and it's all happening concurrently. So it's like,
Right.
it looks at all of that, but it works on in the quantum field. And so it's really powerful and really incredible. And so I usually run the scans, and then I can add in some things to give more support to any issues that the person may be experiencing physically. And then I usually run it for like 24 hours and just like have it just do a really big clearing energetically. And
Wow.
so that's fun too. It does like an aura scan and all that. So that's been fun
Wow.
to play
That's
with. I love adding new
amazing.
tools. Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow. I
that's
love
that's
that.
what I'm doing.
So get a hold of Marla. Let's see. There's the banners. The links, the guest links are in there, so you can get a hold of her and check this thing out, and write a review. So the rest of us will know these things too.
Oh my god!
So, sorry, Savannah's watching a movie in the background.
Oh, that's fun. So, okay, let's get back to that then. The music. What would be your song if you're walking out there on stage and they're playing your boogie? What is it?
I have so many fun ones.
Yeah.
There's so many fun ones. What's coming to mind right now is "Born to Be Alive" from the
Ooh.
70s.
Oh,
It's
wow.
really, we really are born to just enjoy life and to thrive, and to, like, each lifetime is such a beautiful experience with so many, granted lessons for us to learn, but it's also meant to be enjoyed. It's not meant to be just like this ho-hum doldrum thing, so
Right,
that
yeah.
one always gets me moving. When it comes on, when we're listening to 70s dance music, that one always gets me
Oh my gosh. That's
moving
so
and grooving,
cool.
because
I
it's
love
like,
it.
yes, we're born to be alive, and to, what I gather from the song, I might not be getting all of his intent from his lyrics, but what I gather from
Yeah.
it is just really, being born to, I'm here to thrive and to be alive and just to really enjoy. And I think that gratitude ultimately puts you in that space, right? Of really
Ooh,
being able
yeah.
to enjoy your life and be like, feel alive, really alive and vibrant.
Yeah, I totally love that. You're right. Yeah. See, that's the thing. I love music for the moods that it puts us in, the insights
Yes.
in our hearts. It changes your heart when you listen, right? I love it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it does. It's
Next
incredible. Like I
question.
even saw that like last night when I was Christmas caroling, like
Oh, yeah.
just feeling the energy, and it was funny because the choir director was like, I still remember the line from Elf, about bringing Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. And I was like, that's what, we were just, there was so much joy, and just, I felt the emotion, especially like for me, it was like when we sang Silent Night, like it just really
Oh,
brought back childhood memories too. And it just like, it
oh
was just
yeah.
so beautiful. And it's true, because music does, like, there's so much power in the lyrics, and there's so much power in the actual melody. And so, yeah, stay high vibe.
Yeah, no, I love that. My next question then would be, right now, what's the favorite crystal you're working with?
Oh, it's one of the crystals that found me when I went over to Arkansas and mined for crystals. She always sits with me with my in my meditations in the morning, and super, super high vibe. Sorry, I just gotta plug my computer in.
And let me explain, when you got those crystals, you had put your intention into who you were pulling them out of the earth for, inviting them, I might want to say, and stuff. And so it's amazing that they look so much like Lemurian crystals, and they have so much of an energy. I mean, what is this you pulled out,
I know. It's so awesome. Like I love it so much. I'm like, I want to go back again and just the energy there is so incredible. Like a portal. Really, it's like a portal right there, because it's just there's so many crystals there, and just it feels so heavenly.
Oh my
It feels so
gosh.
heavenly, and it was so fun. So yeah, that one's my favorite one right now.
That's so amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh man, here's the last question. I almost forgot it.
It's all
So
good.
what sort, I wish they're here, they're better at remembering the words, but it's like, it's the multidimensional contact. Have you had any recent or interesting multidimensional contact lately, like with UFOs or energies that's like, oh wow?
So I haven't with UFOs, but I know, like, I feel like if we were speaking about the trees earlier, like I definitely feel the energy from them. I feel very connected with the tree energy, the tree medicine. Like, my daughter kind of rolls her eyes. I have to go over and at least touch them. If I'm not hugging them, I'm at least touching them, just to like, hi,
Yeah.
But otherwise, like I haven't had anything major, but I know that it's there, and that was one thing too in Arkansas where we were at, in that area, Bigfoot has been spotted before. Right. So I'm like, yeah, I was hoping that we would have something like that experience, that kind of experience when we were over there, but it didn't happen for us. No.
Yeah, they sometimes announce themselves by throwing little rocks out, and you're like, okay, nobody did that, and then you realize it.
Yeah, but I'm open. I'm ready.
Okay.
I guess when my energy's at the level to be able to take it in, that they'll show up for me.
Yeah, that there may be the time. They may have you lined up in the right timing or something. It's all purposeful, it's all good. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's all good, and I know, I know they're there.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is you brought these energy cards. And tell us about that deck that you're going to share with us right now, because what we were talking about earlier was about the energy when we first came on. So explain this deck.
So this is the Oracle of E by Pam Grout and Colette Baron Reed. So it's like the messages aren't super long, but they're like short and powerful and make you think. So it's like it's fun. It's a fun deck. I like it. So it actually was a deck that I used 1 year for when I chose my word for the year. And then like Savannah and I like to do a painting like on the first of the year. And I like to incorporate into my painting the word of the year. And so last year it was love.
That's so exciting.
Yeah. The year before it was hope. And that year I drew a card from this deck, and it talked about like rainbows and lollipop and sunshine everywhere. Oh my, it's like just like all these like wonderful things, and so I incorporated that into my painting, so that was fun. So I don't know, this deck is just it has good fun energy, and I think that it just felt they called to me to bring them on for the show, and it felt aligned, especially since Pam Grout wrote the book that I read that got me started on this gratitude journey to begin with. So I was like, let's, gotta bring them in.
So are you pulling cards for the collective? How are you doing this then?
So We have time. So whoever, if somebody wants a card, just comment they want a card, and I'll just pull for whoever's here. And then if there's, I don't know how many people are watching, but I can also do one for the collective until we start to see.
Okay, so you want them to chime in who's open for a reading?
Yeah, let us know if you'd like a reading. And then, I don't know, I think Rhonda's watching the comments. If you want to just let me know in the chat, Rhonda, who's next or who's up or what have you. I'll do one for the collective first, or I can do one for you first, Teresa.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I'll take this word. I'm going to write it down.
We'll start with Teresa.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Free Fallen, number 50.
God, the Tom Petty song.
So let's see what the little guidebook has to say about Free Fallen.
Ooh.
It doesn't get much better than this. Deep, radical trust that appearances mean nothing and that you, and only you, are the captain of your ship. What you say goes. You are in unrestrained motion, and unseen forces are awaiting your commands.
Ooh. I'm writing all that down. Unrestrained.
I can take a picture and send it to you too, so you don't have to write it down.
Oh, okay. I didn't think of that. Yeah, I'm so used to taking notes on everything. Oh yeah, I love that. I could see how that applies so totally. Thank you.
Isn't that awesome? All right, I see Gina said she'd like a card. All right, Gina, you are up. Let's see what message is for Gina today. All right, Gina. Whoops. Time to fly, number 44.
See, you could do that with me. You could fly, and then we'll do our free falling, and then we'll get up and fly again. Yeah, see, it'll be fun.
It may seem like a gamble, but here's a little intel from the universe. That leap into the unknown you've been waffling over, not only is the safety net already in place, but there's a posse of angels waiting with champagne and chocolate and Egyptian cotton sheets. You ready?
Oh my God, that was totally cool. Yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
I love that.
Rhonda, you want a card?
You could do thumbs up. Yeah, thumbs up. Okay, card for Rhonda.
Okay.
Precious Rhonda. Thank you for your energy today, Rhonda.
Yes, thank you, Rhonda. The F word, number 30.
Hey, Rhonda.
Nobody likes the F word, but the dude sees forgiveness through a different pair of glasses. He knows that everything is going to turn out fine in the end, and that holding on to negativity and old wounds is just postponing the inevitable. Your success is a done deal. Your bliss is gonna happen. The F word is the place to start. Let it go. Forgive, forget, and follow the yellow brick road.
I love that.
Isn't it so fun? I love this deck. It's so fun.
Yeah, that totally is a lot of fun. Well, okay. Do you pull one for the collective then?
I'll pull one for the collective. Yeah, okay. I can do that now. All right.
Thank you. Sorry, Ron.
All right, the card for the collective. Magic Carpet. 42. All right, Lily, just let us know if you'd like a card, okay? All right, so the collective card, 42, Magic Carpet. Go ahead, open it. It's your invitation for a personal magic carpet ride to anywhere you want to go. You don't even need to send an RSVP. Jump aboard, my friend. You are on your way to enchantment and miracles.
Oh, woohoo. That's a blessing.
Yes,
blessing.
so awesome.
Oh, really? Check it out. She was just singing the Magic Carp in Aladdin song.
Oh, fun.
Bringing it in. I love it. That's beautiful. All right.
Awesome.
Well, I wanted to announce the winner who shared it out. And here, Gina, what I want you to know, Gina, you won. Okay, I already did. Gina Palazzo, you won. What I want you to know is that if you already received that meditation with Mott, I will give you, I'll pull a couple of cards and type up a meditation and send it to you. So just let me know if you've already done the Egyptian one with Mott, and then I'll know what to do from there. And so.
Okay, Lily, sure. I remember that Mott meditation. That's a great one.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I still go there a lot, really.
Nice. All right, Lily. Let me see if I can say this word.
Magnanimous.
Yes, thank you. Magnanimous me. I'm trying to read it backwards, and I'm like, what? Okay. Number 27. Magnanimous me. This is the time for your true nature to bloom like a crocus in the spring. You are nothing but a big ball of love, and the only thing you really want is to love up on everyone. This is a good time to get in touch with that higher truth and free your generous spirit. Kindness, anyone?
I love that. Yep, self-love.
Yay.
Yeah, perfect. All right, well, we're going to do something special next week because next Sunday would be Christmas Day. And so we're going to pre-record. I'm not sure who's all going to be there. It really depends on how Rhonda's feeling right now. As I ramble on, hi Rhonda, you could tell everybody. But we're going to pre-record it, and what we're going to do is we're going to pull cards again. But since there's like 3 of us, is what I was thinking. But Rhonda, if you can't do it, we'll come up with something else. But we'll do Christmas past, Christmas present, and Christmas future. Like some kind of a reading like that, I thought would be fun.
Nice.
But you know what? Whatever Spirit brings in for next week is going to be fun. And I invite all you back for more Christmas readings. Us giving back to you, our family who join us each and every week, you know? So thank you. And share this episode out. And if any friends would benefit from what we learned from Marla medicine today, you know, share it with these friends. This is what we're all here for, to light each other's flame and things. And so do you have any last words that you would like to leave everyone with?
Well, just, if anybody wants to join in that little group that I have going and wants just to have the accountability, you're welcome. Just send me a message and I can get you added. I am all about just, giving support for this too, because it's, it can seem daunting to start this sometimes, like to start something new can seem a little daunting, but I'm here to help support you. It doesn't have to be hard. It can be fun. And, there's a bunch of us in there that would be more than happy to support you and this amazing gratitude journey.
Yeah, woohoo! And so that'll be so much fun. Thank you, Marla, for being
thank you for having me
and shining your light and everything. Because man, how much healing you've brought to me and inspiration, and I know everybody else has got that too. So thank you for what you bring, and I love you.
Thank you.
And then we'll see you all next week for a pre-recorded show full of love and blessings for you all. Wait.
Yay.